Every click, swipe, and purchase generates data, a resource that now functions as a regulated global currency with strict enforceable rules of exchange. Managing this currency is difficult. Since the first data acts of the 1970s, the legal landscape has grown into a dense web of international treaties and state laws, turning daily operations into a regulatory minefield. To navigate this, you need a systematic approach. We have distilled these requirements into a 5-step data privacy compliance roadmap. These steps move your business past the fear of an audit, allowing you to use compliance as a tool for building customer trust and securing your data assets. Step 1 is mapping your global regulatory landscape. You must identify exactly which local and international frameworks govern your specific business model. Modern standards began with the 1970s European statutes, specifically Sweden's Data Act of 1973, which established the world's first national data protection law. Today, these origins have branched into 2 distinct models. The map shows the comprehensive model used in Europe and the fragmented sectoral model utilized in the United States. The European General Data Protection Regulation, or GDPR, is the comprehensive standard. It creates a single rulebook for all data types and possesses extraterritorial reach, applying to any business that serves EU residents, regardless of where that business is located. The United States uses a sectoral approach, forming a mosaic of industry-specific laws. You might answer to HIPAA for healthcare records, or the GLBA for financial data, depending on what you collect. Recent state-level changes have introduced the interaction model. The California Consumer Privacy Act, for instance, grants residents specific rights to see what data you hold and demand its deletion. Correctly identifying your jurisdiction is the foundation of your roadmap. This step dictates the entire legal strategy you will follow for the rest of the process. Step 2 is the data inventory. You must audit your internal systems to catalog every piece of personally identifiable information, or PII. Effective protection is impossible if you do not have an accurate record of what your organization possesses. Your inventory should categorize data into tiers. You need to separate operational needs-based data from value-based revenue metrics, flagging highly sensitive information for high-security handling. This process turns hidden liabilities into a trackable asset, ensuring you have the documentation ready for a regulatory review. Step 3 is neutralizing risk through data minimization. This principle states that a business should only collect the specific data points required for a defined purpose. For data used in analytics, you should apply anonymization. This process strips direct identifiers from your datasets, making it practically impossible to re-identify individuals. One method is data masking, where specific characters are hidden. This allows your systems to process the record without exposing the actual identity of the user. You can also use aggregation, where individual profiles are combined into broad statistics. Instead of seeing who bought what, you see the total purchase patterns of an entire region. These safeguards allow you to extract the full analytical value of your information, while significantly reducing the risk of a privacy breach. Step 4 is the consumer trust framework. This involves building the front-end interface that allows users to manage their own information. The World Economic Forum calls this end-user centricity. It relies on 4 key pillars: transparency, trust, control, and value. Applying these pillars requires replacing legal jargon with clear communication. As the text here states, providing transparency and education is paramount for gaining the trust of your users. This control looks different depending on the law. The GDPR requires users to opt in before data is processed, while the CCPA generally allows you to collect data so long as you provide a clear opt-out mechanism. Providing seamless transparency and data control is more than a way to avoid fines. It creates a competitive advantage by establishing a direct, accountable relationship with your customers. Step 5 is future-proofing for artificial intelligence. You must embed privacy by design into your development lifecycle to prepare for upcoming regulations. Emerging laws, like the EU AI Act, categorize systems by risk level. High-risk applications are subject to strict legal requirements, while systems deemed to have unacceptable risk are banned entirely. If your business utilizes AI, you must document your data provenance and ensure algorithmic explainability, so you can prove how your models reach their conclusions. Maintaining human oversight over these systems ensures that your business remains resilient as technological regulations continue to expand. You have the roadmap. Map the landscape, catalog your data, apply safeguards, build your trust framework, and prepare for AI. Acting as a responsible, transparent steward of information reduces your exposure to risk and creates a more stable foundation for your future growth. Begin your transition today. Gather your team to map your customer data and download our free data inventory template in the description to get started.